But police chief Abba Kyari flew to Huspuppi'S Dubai mansion to have a nice time, US court. More facts have emerged in the ongoing trial of serial internet fraudster Rahman Huspuppi Abbas and his secret relationship with the Deputy Commissioner of Police Abba Kyari. According to the FBI, in court documents, Kyari abandoned his duties in Nigeria sometime in 2019 and flew to Dubai, the UAE, to enjoy a good time with Huspuppi, who lived at Palazzo Versace in the Emirati commercial capital. The September 2019 trip was only an episode of a mutually beneficial cozy affair between Kyari and Abbas that was uncovered by the American authorities as part of their ongoing prosecution of Abbas for a multi-million-dollar internet fraud. Abbas pleaded guilty this week after his legal representatives successfully negotiated a plea deal with prosecutors in Central California, court documents said. He faces up to 20 years in jail at sentencing in the coming weeks. He will also forfeit some of his plunder from years of online fraud and pay restitution to some of his victims, court filings said. Additional documents seen by People's Gazette showed that Kyari in 2019 traveled to Dubai to enjoy a good time with Huspuppi. Abbas sent a car and driver to drive Kyari around during that trip, FBI unsealed indictment said. Also during the trip, Kyari begged Abbas about some of his so-called crime-busting activities in Nigeria, to which Abbas responded by paying allegiance to the police chief. "I'm really happy to be your boy," Huspuppi told Kyari in an intercepted message, and this was on WhatsApp. "I promise to be a good boy to you, sir." Of course, Huspuppi is basically trying to, get on the side and make sure that, he has a connection and a relationship with Abba Kyari because, to get what he wants. Which was actually because Huspuppi had a clash with another person who joined him in a crime, and of course, when it came to sharing the money, as always, there was a problem, and so Abba Kyari was needed to get the other person arrested. Sahara reported, Adela said how Huspuppi narrated how he bribed Kyari. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, a criminal complaint initiated the prosecution of Huspuppi in February, as court documents unsealed showed that Abbas, a 37-year-old Nigerian national, pleaded guilty on April 20th. It had been reported that officials said in court filings that Abbas disclosed during interrogation that he paid bribes to Nigeria's police chief, Kyari, to have one of his rivals arrested. Very much, Again, there are more updates every single time, and it's very much like as I've said before, updates are coming, and we are all gonna be, hell bent on this story. And I think one thing that's gonna, keep Nigerians active on this is because the people making the decisions here are not the Nigerian government. So it is interesting for us to actually see another government that will finish a case like this. And of course, the Nigerian police has reacted and said that it will make sure to use its full length in the pursuit of justice, which is a very ambivalent statement. I mean, for justice for who? You can ask that question. So I guess at this point we're gonna have more updates, and it's gonna take over the news platforms everywhere. And Huspuppi faces up to 20 years in prison. Wow. I mean, again, I do not know a lot about Huspuppi, but especially on social media, he's been seen as one to live a very luxurious lifestyle. Someone who literally adds, motivational quotes about, the basics, not the basics, but, the conventional hard work and all that. And now he faces up to 20 years in prison for fraud. So, not all that glitters is gold. And it's really good to understand, or even just know about a person's source of income, especially if you're a beneficiary. Like if someone gives you a gift, at least you are confident that, okay, fine, if this person is selling pure water and the profit is what they're using to buy you a designer gift, you know that this is where it's coming from, with the scale, and of course use sense to understand that. But just to trust and understand, because again, if you got that same gift, even if let's say it's, I don't know, a bag or just an item of of reasonable value, then you'll be seen as someone who was involved and probably had a benefit from the actual criminal. So you'll be seen as an accomplice, that's the word, or even something, or like aiding and abetting and all that, the different cases. So yeah, it's very important, and especially in a country where we are very much everyone wants to succeed, which is a very good thing. Nigerians are very determined. We want to get somewhere, and sometimes we do. Sometimes our competition is just very unhealthy, where there's constant comparison, and I'm talking with every aspect of your Nigerian life and upbringing, be it when it comes to your gender, when it comes to life achievements based on your gender, or how you're doing. You're always comparing, always competing, and I guess for some the burn may stop, the drive may stop, because you get tired of comparing. But then for some, for a lot of Nigerians, it still drives them, because we want to be the best. We want to show ourselves. Nigerians are very loud, very, we are here. So yeah, I guess honestly, what more can you say about this as a learning lesson, that not all that glitters is gold? And with that Kyari thing, are we surprised? Okay, let's not pretend like as if we're like, oh my gosh, wow. Abba Kyari, like, it's so shocking. We didn't expect that. Okay, we can't come here. So the ginger and the spice to this whole, to this whole situation is not that a Nigerian police officer was involved. It probably is a bit of that, but I think the case will be more enjoyable because we have the FBI, we have foreign lawyers dealing with this case, and maybe we may even see that an official in the Nigerian government will be held responsible by an international body. And maybe this is even what is needed, calling on these platforms, international platforms, to be like, please, look into this case and arrest this person. No, they won't do that or hold them accountable. But it may just be that most of our governors and are criminals internationally, and those international, or other countries may just, want to follow up a case, and then we might see all these politicians get arrested here, left and right. Our politicians are notorious for money laundering and all those kind of crimes, so it will not be surprising. But obviously, for the fact that Hushpuppi faces up to 20 years in jail, that is a long, long time. Put what you think about it in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.